As you can see linked up on Mark13News.com for August 22nd, 2024, the new Frontline between the West and Russia, meaning Africa, as the Ezekiel 38 Confederacy continues to formulate, including Ethiopia and Libya, headed by Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, meaning most likely Moscow and Tobolsk, with the Kenites on the multipolar end of the globalist spectrum working through the Russian Federation, which is the current king of the north, according to the Daniel 11 hypothesis on biblicalresearchlabs.com. The current king of the south is Manasseh, meaning the United States, and the left-right paradigm thereof, which is for the most part controlled by the unipolarist Kenites, is symbolized by Ammon and Moab, and operating within the left-right paradigm are also the hidden agents of Edom, working to introduce geopolitical disorder into internal American activity, encouraging all kinds of separatism and ethnic, social, and racial conflicts, actively supporting all dissident movements, extremist, racist, and sectarian groups, thus destabilizing internal political processes in the United States, as Alexander Dugin wrote in his book Foundations in Geopolitics back in 1997. And here in 2024, nation continues to rise against nation, meaning the Kenite nation rising against itself within the shadow government thereof, which is symbolized by the he-goat of Daniel chapter 8. The great horn of the he-goat is the United Nations, in my opinion, and the great horn of the he-goat has to get broken before the four notable ones can emerge, as you can see in Daniel chapter 8, verse 8. The four notable ones being the four beasts of Daniel chapter 7 that will all rise up together at the same time at the woe of the fifth trumpet, when Satan and his angels get cast to earth, Daniel's fourth beast being exclusively supernatural, having 10 horns, meaning 10 fallen angel kings, and it's at the woe of the fifth trumpet that the he-goat of Daniel chapter 8 becomes the leopard of Daniel chapter 7, which is symbolic of the Kenites and their 4 hidden dynasties, providing the infrastructure of the one world system that won't come into being until the beginning of the 5-month-long hour of temptation, when the Ezekiel 38 Confederacy becomes the bear of Daniel chapter 7, with the lion being symbolic of the Christian nations up until Satan appears as the Antichrist at the woe of the sixth trumpet, because that's when most Christians will begin worshiping Satan instead of Christ, which is what Antichrist means. The true Christ won't return until the woe of the seventh trumpet, and as the true Christ says in the last verse of Mark chapter 13, what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch.